be calling you a radical. This is a very important video. I don't think people understand the significance of the white buffalo. 1 in 10 million people go right to the heaven. No, it's 1 in a billion. And the fact that it was born right there. So I used to spend so much time right there on the river. You know, I spent a lot of my life in Evanston, Wyoming, which is right on the Utah border and along the Bear River. The Bear River is so significant. The Bear River loops all the way around, dumps in right behind my house right there into the Great Salt Lake, the Bear River Massacre. So think about it. How significant is this? I don't think people understand what the white buffalo, the white calf is. Oh, I do. This is so, and the fact that it's born right there, I used to walk right there all the time, you know. I mean, one of my spots in the world. So hopefully I'll be heading up there tomorrow after I go to the cemetery and visit my dad. And so I don't think people get it. What the white buffalo, it's grandmother Earth. It's Mother Earth. It's the connection. And the fact that Bill Gates was just there. I just got off the phone with Bill up there, my buddy, you know, and we talked, and I says, really? You think he's going to put right there in camera, you think he's going to put build nuclear reactors? Now, remember, the last time they did the buffalo ceremony in New York, I was invited it was 2013. And I was too sick. I was fighting AML leukemia. You know, they blew the smoke, whatever. I was invited to it. They wanted me to come. It was over Fukushima. Look it up. I mean, this is such a big deal. And you're just going to keep going along with this. So the fact that this white buffalo was born right there, I mean, literally right there over, right on the Utah-Idaho. Now, who's the only people funding these reactors? Wyoming and Utah. I mean, why is Utah funding SMRs? And the fact that Bill Gates was there, this is the same month. What's the odds? Well, I'm telling you, and if you don't know what it symbolizes, you need to read up. Whoa. I just got off the phone, but I'm like, you guys are really pushing this little nuclear when a white buffalo was born there. So I'm going to head up there either tomorrow or the next day. Hope my old beater can make it up the canyon. And so it's so significant. I don't think, like I said, the Bear River is born on the Bear River. And you think about just the fact of the Bear River Massacre. They used to call it a battle when I was like a kid. I've been going there forever. And now think about this. This is significant. Now stay with me. I'm there. There's videos of me and the Attorney General of Utah having it out about these new scale reactors right over the Howlett in Idaho. He claimed he didn't know what they were, and he wasn't related to Reyes, who's new scale. The SMR sham in right there. Camera's right next to Evanston. It's right close to the Utah border. He was just there, Bill Gates. And so I'm asking Governor Cox, we're at the Bear River Massacre site, and he says he spoke. I have it on video. The first year Utah showed up here because this is Utah territory. After he came, I says, Spencer, he's running for governor then. I says, why are you airing your ignorance in public? He says, what are you talking about? I says, Franklin, Idaho was never Utah territory. It was Washington. That's not what we were told. So I asked him right here at Weber State about the SMRs, but they claimed they didn't even know what they were. He gets elected with 36% of the vote, and first thing he does, he signs a deal with Bill Gates, who stole the operating system here in Utah. Remember, it was WordPerfect, iOmega, Novell. We had a trial in 2011. Where was I in the bone marrow transplant LDS? So the irony of this, it blows my mind. It's 1 in a billion. And if you don't know what the significance is, what does the white buffalo represent? Grandmother Earth. Mother Earth, and how we're all connected. And how did the goddess in the baby buffalo, the white buffalo, whoa, I'm telling you, to think that it was born right there. I'm going to go see it. I'm headed up there tomorrow after I go to the cemetery. It's such a, it blows my mind. A place where I spent a lot of my life, right at that exact spot where it was born. I used to walk there almost every morning, right there along there. So, 1 in a 10 million? No, it's 1 in a billion. And the fact that the same month Bill Gates is there promoting SMRs. Now, you do know indigenous cultures are the most anti-nuclear, anti-nuclear people on the face of the earth. Like, again, the last time they did the ceremony with the pipe. By the way, I'll get out the red. I'll get out my red thoughts. The red represents Mother Earth. Red. That's why I did that earlier today in green. This is so gigantic, and I just called Bill up there. Remember Bill had the teepees right there. There's one in Evanston right there. And I got a great story about when I got cancer and that, blah, 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 blah. The girl that I was involved with when I got cancer, she's indigenous. Yeah, well, it's quite the story. It's an unbelievable story. Yeah, I'll tell it. Not on this YouTube site. But I said, she sold the teepees, huh? Just recently. Wow. I says, you know the white buffalo? Yeah. I says, do you understand? Well, maybe not as much as you, but I says, Bill, do you realize how big of a deal that is? Yeah. I says, no, it's gigantic. He lives right there next to where I was born. So right there in Evanston he was born, right on the Bear River. And if you don't know anything about the Bear River Massacre, I've been going to that ceremony since I was a little kid. The massacre on the Bear River. 512 women and children as they slept. Whoa. I just found about it today, and my mind's still spinning from it. I can't believe it. I mean, it blows my mind. Not in Yellowstone, no, he was born right there on the Bear River. Right there. Whoa, so I'll be heading up there tomorrow after I visit my father was nuked to death in the Nevada test site. Wow. Bill Gates was there this month. He was there promoting SMRs that don't exist. I mean, the last time they blew the pipe, by the way, they smudge me every time up there. I have them blow on me at the ceremony. You've seen the videos, Oh. So, this is Shoshone land right here. That's Ute land where he was born. The Ute Trail is right here. Falls down. It's right there. The edge of the Great Salt Lake, right where the Bear River dumps in. Whoa. They call me So-So Goya. That means to walk. As I walked the coast of California when Fukushima happened. So, stay tuned. I'll keep you posted. This is a big deal. Really a big deal. It blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. I mean, my mind's still spinning from it. Right there. I've set foot right there so many times. I mean, that's one of my places where I walk. And again, the Bear River loops all the way to the Bear River Massacre up there in Franklin. It dumps in right there into the Great Salt Lake, right behind my house. And it's such an important river. It's such an important, it's right on the Utah-Wyoming border, right literally on the border where it was born. Wow. And if you don't know what that represents, you need to do some reading. Oh, I do. Wow. And the fact that it was born the same month that Bill Gates was there promoting small SMRs, and the fact nobody's more anti-nuclear energy, anti-nuclear than indigenous. Nobody. I mean, it's like, whoa. I mean, wow. So I'm going to head up there and see it, and I'll do some praying. I'm going to do a ceremony tonight when I get home, probably at the cemetery. Because the thing is, I'll be going to the cemetery to see my father. I'm pretty sure, and I argue all the time because the creek goes right down there. Chief Cherokee was killed right over there. Maybe I should do a video over at his marker. My grandmother and my aunties put that marker up. And I've always said they work down 3 Mile. I have so much indigenous stuff from that hallowed ground. I saw a mountain lion down there right near the West River Cemetery just recently. Woo. I really think Little Soldier's buried there. maybe Chief Cherokee also. Jay Gibson told me when I was a little boy, he says, my dad was groomed the cemetery there, and they're pushing up bones. My great-grandfather's the first one. He got an arrow through the heart in retaliation for the murder of Chief Cherokee, and they were friendlies with him. You take our elder, we take yours. I don't think people get what this means. Oh, I know what it means. Well, if I was all you nukers and all you scumbags that have promoted this whole nightmare, this Fukushima lie, my knees would be knocking right now. You go talk to any elder. And I told the story about Bristol Bay, and, you know, Little Wolf called me. She called me, you know, in 2011 after Fukushima when I was in Vogue, and I used to post my phone number, and so I met her. She says, my father was the elder at Bristol Bay. He painted his dreams in the winter of 2010, 2011. And he painted Bristol Bay, and it was black, and all the creatures were washed up dead black. The sills, the whales, the mures, all the creatures, the fish were all washed up black. And he would paint his dreams, and he was asked, oil spill? He said, no, nuclear. And Fukushima happened right thereafter. This has got me extremely nervous. Well, I know something's going to go down. I will guarantee it. And what it represents, you know, oh, I know what it represents. Grandmother Earth. Grandmother Earth, she comes back, and, you know, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. And they've been lured in. They've been lured in, but that's, I mean, it's way more than symbolic. You know, hopefully I can get with some of the elders and smoke the pipe, you know, because the ceremony is going to happen like crazy now. This is such a significant day, May of 2023. I'm telling you, and it happened right here where I've spent so much of my life, right on the Bear River. And the fact the Bear River Massacre, oh my God. And the fact that it jumps into the Great Salt Lake and this land, Peter Skeenow, oh, what a creep he was, you know. He never set foot here. He was there. Whoa, and he was so evil and nasty. It'd be 200 years the fur traders got here, including my family. Ike Potter up that canyon. Remember when I did those videos on the rocks up there? That's my great-great-grandfather. He got 1824. He spoke all 5 tribes' languages. Remember when I hiked up and the rocks that were there pushed up, and I found them on the first one there? It's got like 112 views. That should have millions of views. Whoa. This blows my mind. The fact that Bill Gates was there that month, and the whole SMR, and the whole Fukushima, and the whole nuke scale, and the whole nuclear freak show. And I'm telling you, this is probably one of the most significant, well, probably the most significant thing that's ever happened in my lifetime. Oh, it's a big deal. 1 in 10 million. So 1 in a billion, it's right there in my spot on the Bear River. Never forget the Bear River Massacre. Whoa, and the fact right next to the Bear River Massacre is Idaho National Lab, where they're testing all this shit. You know, and Bill Gates was there promoting his SMR nuclear factory that Utah is paying for right here. The very month that 1 in a billion. Oh my God. My mind is swimming. So, oh my God, well, you know how tuned in I am. I work with the Chumash. I work at Diablo Canyon. I work with the Kumeyaw on San Onofre. Remember when I laid down and the star, and we had the helicopter with the native tribe in San Onofre, and there I was right in the belly? Remember that? God, that was such an event. Me and Peter, whoa. I've done so much work with so many natives, indigenous people for so many years in the anti-nuclear. And, oh, I know how it works. He stayed on its side. Oh, I know how it works. 22 is such a perfect historical, important number. Grandmother Earth. I'm telling you this. Oh, you read up. I'm telling you, if you don't know, this will blow your mind. And if I was one of these pro-nukers and everything that attacked Kevin Blanch while I was in Kirk Addiction, my knees would be knocking. Oh. My knees would be knocking. Wow. Oh, Kevin, so go ahead. which is Shoshone for walk, and oh, have I walked right there so many times. Right there where the white buffalo calf has been born. Wow. 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 First they came for the indigenous people. Then they came for the buffalo. Then they came for the sequoias, the big trees, the hallowed cathedrals. Why would they stop at the Pacific Ocean? No, they didn't. Never forget the Bear River Massacre. And this, whoa, born on the Bear River. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Stay tuned.